Afternoon everyone, this is Jane here from Crystal Sparkles Readings. I'm here to do your daily card reading using the black and white Faulkner Tarot deck today, and drawing a card for Friday. So I'm just going to pop down a card. And hi there, thank you for joining on Periscope, it's nice to see you. I'm just going to pop down a card for today for you. Let's have a little look and see what we've got. Okay, I've just had one that's jumped out of the pack, so I'm going to have that one. A lot of people don't work with jumper cards, but I tend to work with them, so I think they're important. Card for today, interestingly enough, is the High Priestess card. The High Priestess card is all to do with intuition and spiritual awareness and developing your connection with spirit, or with your higher self, I want to say, is quite important today. We are still in this full moon in Scorpio at the moment. Kind of happened very late last night, so it's kind of still with us, and the energy will still be with us until tomorrow. And even then it still sits there with us. So it's a great time for doing cosmic ordering. It's a great time for doing things like making a vision board, all of those things. Really, really powerful time to do it. I do have a little video on my YouTube channel about how to do that, how to make a vision board, and there's a blog about it, and I will put a link up on my YouTube channel to those different different videos and blogs that show you how to do that, rather than go into too much detail on it here. But basically, this is a great time to be visualizing what you want to make happen in your life. So High Priestess is saying you are powerful and that you can make these things happen today. Really powerful. It's a really interesting card. It has the full moon in there. It's really appropriate for where we're at today. So don't be afraid to kind of link in with your spiritual side. The full moon in Scorpio has an emotional side to it as well. That Scorpio energy is very watery, it's very emotional, and it is very open to this side of life. Scorpio energy is very much, it is a very spiritual, quite a deep, dark card sometimes. It does have hidden depths, and it's interesting that this card here has some really nice watery kind of reflections and stuff. There's a lot of watery energy around today. Okay, so in honor of the full moon, I'm going to draw a second card, and this is from the Bohemian Gothic Tarot. I've used these cards for the last the last day or so, just because of this whole full moon thing. I like these cards because they work really well with shadow energy. So it's I like to use it. It's quite a nice reflective set of cards. So for today, from the Bohemian Gothic Tarot, which is one of my favourite decks, we have the King of Wands. And that is really interesting because the King of Wands is exactly that, the flip side of that watery energy. So when people talk about shadow energy, they often think it's really dark and really kind of, it almost feels like sometimes people think it's evil. It's not. It's just the flip side. It's the flip side of where you are. So here we are in a watery energy. Guess what? The flip side of that is the fiery energy. Okay, so this card is saying beware of being too fiery. It's an interesting one because the King of Wands is very active, and the Wands are very action based. They're fiery, they're fire signs. So this card is saying it's important to get active, do your vision board, get in touch with that, work with your crystals, do your meditation. That's action, but not overdoing it, not going too fiery. You know, we're in this Scorpio full moon. they do have a little sting in their tails and can be quite reminiscent of fire signs. So it's quite a complex energy around, and these cards are kind of highlighting it perfectly, really. We have the High Priestess, the spiritual side, the slightly, you know, the emotional side being shown by the water. We have that in the Scorpio energy of today, and the fire sign of the King of Wands, which is powerful and active. So once again, it all comes back down to balance, having a balance of the two. Don't go too crazy. Don't get too fiery. If someone presses your buttons, take a deep breath. Today is a complex energy. It's emotional, but also it needs action. So kind of, I almost want to say, take note of your emotions, take note of your feelings, but don't allow them to stop you from taking action if you need to take action. Really, really powerful time for manifesting stuff at the moment. This full moon feels very powerful to me. Don't forget to put your crystals out. Put them in the full moon light of the full moon if you can. I put mine out last night, and unfortunately it was very cloudy in London, so I'm not sure that they got the benefit. So I'm going to leave them out again tonight and hope and pray that the clouds get out of the way. I just like to do it because it charges them up. I cleanse them in water normally, but I like to put them in the moonlight if I can. So fingers crossed, we will get some moonlight tonight, and we can use that. You can use that energy even if you can't see it. Okay, if you can't see it, lighting a white candle and doing your meditation this evening around that light can kind of replicate that moonlight for you. But you know, it doesn't have to be that complicated. Most of the YouTube meditations and things, you can find pictures of the moon if you want to embrace that energy. If you can't actually see it, if you can see it and you can get out in it, brilliant. If you can't, it's not the end of the world. It still will be powerful energy. Okay, that old moon shines through those clouds even if we can't see them. Okay, well, I'm going to leave you with that energy for today. I will put this video up on my YouTube channel, and there'll be links to the other blogs underneath that when I put that up. So thank you very much for joining me on Periscope, and I will be back again to kind of give you a bit more insight into this. Probably not until after, well, maybe tomorrow, but maybe not until after. I'm sorry, I can ask questions in general, but I can't give out personal readings on here because I just don't think that would be appropriate to kind of put all your dirty washing out in public. So yeah, if you kind of are wanting to go on holiday, or you're wanting to do something like that, get yourself active with a vision board. Have a look at that video that I've placed up there. I talk a lot about manifesting holidays, and that's exactly the vision board I designed. So have a look on there. It's Crystal Sparkles on YouTube. So just look it up on YouTube, find me, and there's a really comprehensive guide to how to put a vision board to manifest. I particularly worked with a holiday when I did mine, so it might help you to know how to do that. Ideal time to do it today. Be brave, get active, do it. And I feel like, you know, this is powerful energy. We can manifest what we want in this. So give it a go, have a try, and do send me a message, let me know how you get on. I will leave it with you for now, and I'll be back again hopefully tomorrow, if not Monday, because this weekend's a little bit manic for me. And I wish you all a wonderful, wonderful full moon. Bye for now.